Hello, this video will demonstrate the functionalities of Evo Editor, an XML editor prototype. The graphical user interface is divided into three areas. The area in which we edit the galleries data, the main area in which we will be able to edit the page data and the resources that are used on the page, and the third area which gives us an overview of the gallery and its elements. To edit the gallery data, in the right part of the interface, we select which attribute of the gallery to adjust. For example, to edit the gallery's name, we simply input the name of the gallery. To define the QR code for the gallery, we can input a QR code. Edit transparency, we can use a slider, or to fine-tune the transparency we can set the exact amount. Further, we can set some flags for the gallery, and finally, to save the gallery data, we click the button Save Gallery Data. Moving on, to add a page to the gallery, we simply press the Add Page button. This adds a new blank page to the gallery. Clicking on the gallery, we select it. We can navigate through other pages by clicking on them one by one. We can use the keyboard keys to go through the galleries, or we can use the previous and next button. Each page view consists of the preview part and the part in which we define the page attribute, or the data in the page attribute. Each attribute consists of an attribute name, attribute value, and a flag that tells the program if this attribute will be used in the final XML. To add a subpage to a specific page, we select a page to which we want to add a subpage and click the Add Subpage button. We can do this endlessly if we want to. To delete the page, we select the page we wish to delete and click the Delete Page button. To delete a page with all its subpages, we select the page and click the Delete Page button. To move a page to a lower or the upper position in the interface, we select the page and we press the Move Up or Move Down button. For example, move the page with the ID down to the bottom. We can move the page with all its subpages in the same way, by selecting it and by pressing the Move Down button. If in gallery data we set the flag to show an indicator, there will be a small triangle indicator in the center part of the interface showing us information that the page contains subpages. For example, in this page without subpages, if we add subpages to it, an indicator will show up telling us that this page now contains subpages. To edit the page data, we select the page and in the center of the interface we define its data. For example, to add a description to the page, we set the value of the description attribute. If you want to see a representation of this attribute in the preview area of the interface, we have to set the flag that this attribute is used. This area of the interface behaves in the same way the display on the Google Glass would, meaning that if this text is longer than 65 characters, the text will wrap to a new line. For example, if we edit our text in the description, or if we edit it some more, we can see that the line of text broke. To add the confirmation text to the page, we enter some text in the confirmation attribute value area. To use this text in the final XML and to tell this editor that the confirmation text attribute is used, we have to set the flag use attribute again. This will bring up an icon indicating that the page requires confirmation. To set a resource that will be used on the page, we first have to define what type of resource we will use, for example an image resource, video or text resource, and click the Add Resource button. This will bring up a frame that allows us to select a resource, and by selecting an image as a used resource, the frame allows us to filter only the image files. This will bring up a preview of the selected image and set the value of the path attribute. The final attribute representing the path of the resource will not look like this in the XML, but it will consist of the resource's name and its relative position to the final XML file. To add a text as a resource, we select a different page, select the text resource, and we see that we cannot edit the attributes for this resource. That is because the text resource can contain only content inside the XML node and contains no attributes. To edit the text, we input some text. Again, we can add some page description. We click to use this description attribute, and we can define that this page requires confirmation by clicking on this flag. To add a video resource, we select the video in the drop-down area, click the Add Resource button, navigate to our video resource. Again, all the videos are filtered because we defined that we are using a video. In this prototype, we did not implement the preview of a video that is used. Now, we will build our gallery some more, define some more pages, and export the final result. Okay, now that we are satisfied with how our gallery looks, we will click the export button. This will export the gallery in a zip file on a location on our hard drive. I will save this gallery with the name demo gallery. If you go to the file, you see a demo gallery is created. If we extract the content of this archive, you can see our XML here. And you see all the elements we defined. Page contains a video attribute that has a relative position or a relative path to this XML file. A long description, page containing subpages, and some text. It contains text between the XML tags. Again, if we open the contents of the archive, we will find a map, a folder named resources,